to go to a good end.
Thank you, Kathleen. I think isn't that a nice way to finish our participation of the audience and this part of the seminar, which is just to talk to each other and listen to each other. So thank you, our paper authors, presenter Harriet and other colleagues, and especially our respondents, Roberta and Catalina. And I'll hand you back to David. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John, and thank you to the last session, all the speakers. Thank you so much. Well, we got to the end. We have to say thank you to you all. It's been an honor to coordinate this webinar. Maybe you cannot think, but first draft of this webinar was posted the 31st of July. We've been working a while since then. I have to say thank you to all the speakers. Thank you so much, and also the authors who have not participated, but they create those papers. So thank you so much for those products and that we can learn from. And also thank you to the audience for being there, for being part of this family of family support. And be interested on these topics, because one of the things I do believe one of the potentials of this action of this webinar is the plurality that we've seen here, and I'm sure that is much wider with all your thoughts. So being very evocative and inspiring. I have to apologize because we had a couple of problems, technicalities with the whole, when we share PowerPoints with the whole screen, with signals a couple of times as well, but I think hopefully everything went well. So now I also want to say thank you to the organization committee and Deloitte, Lucia Jimenez, John Canavan, and Alvaro. Alvaro is on the screen right now. Alvaro is being in charge of all the technicalities, and he wanted to say something as well. Alvaro, please.
Thank you very much, David, for letting me speak. It was my pleasure to work on this with all of you. I'm very happy to see how many people is engaged with family support and children welfare internationally. I think it's very positive to see how brilliant are these people and how committed are they with the target. So I would like to say thanks again to the attendees for joining us, for supporting us, and for sharing their valuable thoughts. Thanks to the participants, to the speakers for the brilliant work, and thank you for the network colleges that are making this possible. So that's all.
Thank you, Alvaro. Alvaro has done an amazing job. So publicly, thank you, because you've worked a lot solving a lot of problems that we have in the last month. And also I want to say thank you to Sofia Baena and Jean Grace Major, because as I say, for inclusive reasons, we have somebody with hearing problems who require a solution to attend the seminar. Alvaro found the solution with the subtitles, but also we had a plan B. All the speakers know that I like to have a plan B for everything, just in case. And we had Sophia and Jean just ready in case the transcribing software didn't work. This person was in contact with these two persons to solve any problem or to clarify any idea. So thank you for that, Sophia and Jean as well. And now that's all for me. Sorry for a little bit delay, exceeded the time, but I think it was worth it. And that's it for me. Thank you so much to all of you, and really evocative. And I learned a lot of thoughts here now, moving in my head. Thank you. Now it's time to John. Thank you, John. So it's your time, yep. John.
Very quickly. thank you. First of all, I'll leave Lucia to do the thank yous. I'll just make a couple of comments because I know people have been on for a good while this morning. Just number one, I suppose, is just to remind everybody that we are working hard on researching and thinking out a lot of these issues, and we will be producing a lot of material. And also just to highlight as well, I suppose that this morning, we didn't really talk much about programs, for example, and we didn't really get into much about participation of parents and children in detail. And also we didn't really talk about competencies and so on. So these are key areas that we will be producing outputs on. Just my own quick observations, some of the things that struck me, I think Caroline's contribution about parents and children at the heart of family support is very useful. For myself, I think the idea of interdisciplinarity and change, I think is some of the big agenda for us as family support is how do we begin to evoke change in interdisciplinary working to incorporate family support approaches. And again, this idea of diversity and the variety of contexts, family contexts that people are in. I think the rights emphasis particularly and really nicely elucidated and theoretically kind of based from Roberta towards the end was a very helpful contribution to the morning's work. These are just personal reflections, but just to say really interesting morning, very excited about where we go from here. So I'll hand you to Lucia. Thank you, everybody.
So thank you all. I'm sorry to repeat, but I have to finish with gratitude words. There is no other way to finish. Well, I think as promised, time was well deserved. Thank you all the plenarists for your participation. It has been very interesting and stimulating, as you have said. And we have here a very great material to keep working and elaborating on this. Thank you for sure for the attendance to participate also on the chat, a lot of reflections and also resources shared. And my final gratitude words goes to the network. So we are building up, I think, a very, well, this is, or let's say this is the first step of what we hope to be a long-term initiative. And there is a large number of people working behind this. Just to give you some advances, as John has introduced, we are working on mapping relevant stakeholders and family support at European level. You will be able to see more comparison on national cases, not only 3 countries, but a larger amount of those. Also, agencies on quality standards and programs and on skills, workforce skills. So just, I'm asking you my final words to say thank all my gratitude to the members of the network, and who you are not still involved, please follow us for sure on our website and on social media, and share with your colleagues, or better, join us. You can find a way to do it on our website and become Eurofamnet. As we started, we want to be inclusive, is one of our principles, and I am convinced we will put some effort, or at least a small stone, in order to reach evidence-informed family support on the European level. So thank you very much to all of you. And for sure, once again, thank you, David and Alvaro. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
Thank you.
Thank you, John, for managing the chat. Hard work. Well done.
Okay, so maybe the attendees want to leave the session. I'm going to stop the recording with this fantastic feeling. So thank you once again.
Thanks,
So
everybody.
hope to feel you in live, to see you and meet you in live.
That's
Not
so.
in Malta, as I see, but let's find the way.
Yes,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
hope before summer.
We need to get together.
Yeah.
Okay, so
100%.
Bye.
Thank
bye to everyone.
Bye. Thank
everybody.
you, everyone.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Likewise. Take care.